Hey YouTube, it's ICU and welcome to the 108th episode of Best Tech Info and Rumors. Alright, now before we begin, I just wanted to take a moment to remember Steve Jobs, who passed away 1 year ago today. And to commemorate the passing of one of this generation's greatest innovators and inspirational business leaders, Apple placed a temporary video on their site's landing page. And the video is comprised of both images and audio clips highlighting milestones in both Jobs and Apple's history. And upon the completion of the video on Apple's site, it transitions into a letter of remembrance from Tim Cook. And I just wanted to say that without a doubt, Steve Jobs was a revolutionary, and without him, the world of technology as we know it wouldn't be the same. Alright, moving on, earlier this week, Jailbreak Con 2012, or WWJC, was held at the South San Francisco Conference Center in California. And during the event, Pod2g, the iOS security expert who discovered the main iOS 5.1.1 untethered jailbreak vulnerabilities, took the stage to discuss past achievements. So in his lecture, he discussed his involvement in the jailbreaking scene since his first discovered exploit for second generation iOS devices up until his recent work on the 5.1.1 untethered jailbreak solution. And then after that, he went into the future of jailbreaking. So while he stated that there isn't currently an iOS 6 untethered jailbreak utility being developed, he suggested that he will collaborate with other iOS security experts in the near future to work on a utility for iOS 6. He also said that all of the images of developers' iPhone 5s jailbroken on iOS 6 relied on what's known as a failbreak. Now for those of you that don't know what a failbreak is, essentially it's a jailbreak that only functions on developers' devices and would serve as a catalyst for legal issues if released to the public. Pod2g also announced that the biggest setback isn't the complexity of the work required to create the jailbreak, but rather the limited number of capable individuals who can assist in the creation of a utility. Also, the night prior to his speech, Pod2g revealed on Twitter that it will take either weeks or months to complete an iOS 6 untethered jailbreak. So of course, just be sure to stay tuned to this series, Best Tech Info and Rumors, and my YouTube channel in general. I will keep you guys fully updated on the iOS 6 jailbreak situation. Alright, moving on, let's discuss the iPad mini. So a highly rumored modified iPad with a smaller screen measuring closer to 7.85 inches is unofficially dubbed the iPad mini. Now previous rumors have suggested that Apple will hold another fall media event in October in addition to their September 12th media event, which they used to reveal the iPhone 5, the 5th generation iPod Touch, and the 7th generation iPod Nano. Well now, according to a source from Fortune who happens to be a significant investor in Apple stock, the company is planning to send out invitations to select members of the press on October 10th for a special media event, which is rumored to take place on October 17th. Also, just a day after that news, a site by the name of Ukrainian iPhone leaked images of what they're claiming to be the rear casing and front glass panel for the rumored iPad mini. And in the image of the back casing, they highlighted the following things: the headphone jack, which appears to be on the top left instead of adopting the iPhone 5's repositioned bottom headphone jack, a plastic piece on the top for cellular connectivity, an area designated for Apple's new redesigned Lightning connector, and a nano SIM card slot. And to conclude the iPad mini news and rumors for this episode, the Wall Street Journal claims that mass production of the device is currently underway. Next, Google has added Street View functionality to their web-based version of Google Maps. Now, since the original iPhone was released in 2007, Google Maps has been ingrained in iOS. However, with the release of iOS 6, Apple has chosen to replace Google Maps with their own in-house mapping solution. Now, to accompany their new mapping service, Apple has added a few exciting features, such as voice-guided turn-by-turn directions, 3D maps, and flyover. However, in spite of Apple's improvements and revisions, a big part of the previous Google-based Maps app has vanished with the release of iOS 6, and that's Street View. So now, thankfully, Google has added Street View functionality to their web-based version of Google Maps. All users have to do is go to maps.google.com, go to a destination they want to view, and then click the button in the lower right-hand corner for Street View. And finally, there's a post on Best Tech Info that contains details to both the new iPod Touch and the new iPod Nano's release. So if you want more information on that or anything else I talked about in this video, just be sure to check down below in the more info. I'll have a link to a post on my website with everything I've discussed. Also, don't forget that you can enter both the iPod Touch 5th generation and the Kindle Fire giveaway in this video. Just be sure to visit that post for more details. Also, don't forget to rate this video up if you liked it, hit that subscribe button to be notified every time I release new videos, and for the question of the day, let me know down below in the comment section or on Best Tech Info how Apple has changed the way you use electronics. And until next time, This is ICU signing out.